Hello, I'm really glad you're here today. Let's maybe take a gentle moment to slow down and talk about something important, your emotional well-being.
Mm-hmm.
This deep dive, it's really a journey into understanding yourself a bit better, exploring emotional wellness and that inner resilience.
Right.
Our mission really is to help you navigate life's challenges with more clarity, compassion and confidence.
And that's so needed because, let's face it, one of the biggest challenges for so many of us is stress. It just seems to be everywhere.
It really does. So today, we're going to explore what stress actually is, how it shows up for us, and maybe how we can learn to thrive, not just get by, even when things feel overwhelming.
That's a perfect starting point because stress really does touch everyone's life in some way or another, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels like it.
It often feels like this inescapable part of modern living, driven by things like tight deadlines, all those responsibilities, or just the pressure to keep up.
It can feel constant, definitely. And, we hear that short bursts of stress can actually be okay, even motivating sometimes.
Yeah, they can. They give us that energy boost, that focus when we really need it.
But what happens when that feeling it doesn't switch off? When it's always there?
Well, that's the crucial difference, isn't it? Our research shows that while that acute stress is the old fight or flight response designed for immediate threats chronic, ongoing stress is something else entirely.
How so?
It's like this persistent hum underneath everything, and over time, it doesn't help. It actually, quietly, starts wearing down both our mental sharpness and our physical health, too.
Wow, okay. So it's not just a feeling it has real physical, real mental impacts. How can we spot when that fight or flight system might be stuck on for too long? What are the signals?
Recognizing those signs early is so, so important because they can be quite subtle at first.
Like what sort of things?
Physically, you might notice things like feeling tired all the time, even when you sleep,
Yeah.
or tension headaches, knots in your shoulders, neck pain, maybe trouble sleeping, actually.
Yeah, tossing and turning.
Exactly. And emotionally, it often shows up as being more irritable than usual, maybe a constant sense of anxiety, like a buzzing feeling, or just feeling totally overwhelmed, like you just can't manage everything on your plate.
And does it change how we act, too, our behavior?
Oh, absolutely. Stress definitely shows up in our actions. Maybe you start avoiding tasks you used to handle easily, or you find yourself procrastinating way more.
Putting things off.
Right. Or maybe you notice big shifts in your appetite, eating a lot more, or maybe having no appetite at all. The key is really noticing these changes from your usual patterns, your baseline.
It's quite powerful when you think about how it's all connected to physical, emotional, behavioral. And if we zoom out, look at the bigger picture, like global health.
Yeah.
How significant is this chronic stress problem?
It's considered a major, major factor. Global health organizations consistently highlight chronic stress as one of the leading contributors to mental health challenges worldwide.
Wow.
So understanding it, learning how to navigate it, it isn't just about feeling a bit better day to day. It's really fundamental to building long-term well-being.
Okay, so that's the what. If we recognize these signs in ourselves, what can we actually do about it? How do we start building that inner resilience you mentioned?
Yeah, the how. Well, there are practical research-backed strategies that can make a real difference. Think of them like tools for your well-being toolbox.
Okay, tools. I like that.
So mindfulness and meditation are probably the ones people hear about most, and there's a good reason.
Right.
Even just a few minutes each day of, focused presence can start to calm your nervous system down. It's not really about emptying your mind. That's a misconception.
Oh, yeah.
It's more about training your brain to respond differently to stressful thoughts and feelings, kind of observing them without getting swept away. It helps foster emotional balance and clarity.
It sounds like exercising a different kind of muscle, like a mental muscle.
That's a great way to put it. And another potent tool, movement.
Physical activity.
Absolutely. Getting your body moving, maybe it's a brisk walk outside, a yoga session, even just putting on some music and dancing around your living room, it releases endorphins.
The feel-good chemicals.
Exactly. Those feel-good hormones that actively reduce tension and give your mood a lift. It's like a physical release valve for all that mental pressure.
That makes sense. And sometimes managing stress is also about managing, all the demands flying at us. Time, energy.
Precisely. Sometimes the stress comes directly from feeling completely swamped, right? So learning some basic time management skills can really ease that pressure.
Like what kind of skills?
Simple things like breaking down big, overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable steps makes them feel less daunting. or prioritizing, or trying techniques like, say, the Pomodoro method.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Work in bursts.
Right. You work intensely for a short period, maybe 25 minutes, then take a short break. It can really boost focus and make things feel much more controllable, bringing back a sense of calm.
But we don't have to figure all this out completely alone, right? These tools are great, but sometimes you need more.
Absolutely not. That's such an important point. Connection is fundamental. We're wired for it. It's a powerful, powerful stress buffer.
How does that work?
Well, talking to someone you trust, just sharing how you're genuinely feeling, or even simply spending quality time with people who care about you, that provides essential emotional safety.
Safety. That feels key.
It is. It reminds you that you're not alone in carrying whatever burdens you have. And others can offer a different perspective or sometimes just a listening ear, which is huge.
That feeling of safety and connection, it's so restorative. What about getting things out of our own heads, like
Yeah.
internally?
Journaling, it can be profoundly helpful for gaining clarity.
Really? Just writing stuff down?
Yeah, writing down your thoughts and feelings. It isn't just dumping them aimlessly. It can actually help you spot patterns like, oh, this situation always triggers my stress. Or sometimes it just creates a bit of mental distance from those overwhelming emotions.
It gives them a place to go other than swirling around inside.
Exactly. It gives them a form outside of that constant loop in your mind.
Okay, these strategies, mindfulness, movement, time management, connection, journaling, they sound like really wonderful starting points.
Yeah.
But what if the stress just feels too big? Like it's impacting daily life no matter what you try?
That's a really important thing to acknowledge, and without any judgment. Sometimes, despite our very best efforts, stress can become overwhelming. It happens.
Yeah.
And if it's consistently getting in the way of your ability to function, maybe at work or at home, if it's straining your relationships or causing chronic physical symptoms that won't go away, that might be a sign that seeking some professional support could be really beneficial.
Okay. So how does therapy help in that kind of situation, specifically with stress?
Well, therapy provides this dedicated, safe space to explore the roots of your stress response. You do it with someone trained to guide you in a supportive environment. It's not just about coping mechanisms, though those are part of it.
It goes deeper.
It aims for deeper understanding, developing strategies tailored specifically to you that can help you move towards real growth and genuine resilience, not just managing the surface symptoms day to day.
What are some signs someone might notice in themselves that could suggest, okay, maybe it's time to reach out to a therapist?
Good question. If you find yourself feeling stuck, like really stuck in a cycle of constant anxiety or stress, or if you're experiencing chronic physical things like those persistent headaches or fatigue we talked about, and there's no other clear medical reason,
Right.
maybe withdrawing from friends, from activities you used to enjoy, or consistently avoiding responsibilities because they just feel too heavy, these can all be indicators. Or, sometimes it's simpler than that. It might just be a desire for deeper self-awareness, wanting more emotional strength, wanting to live life with greater clarity. That's a valid reason, too.
And I imagine therapy can be particularly supportive during those big life changes, even the good ones, because
Yeah.
change itself is often stressful.
Oh, absolutely. Life transitions, starting a new job, moving, becoming a parent, even something difficult like navigating loss, they naturally stir up significant emotions and stress.
Yeah, they really do.
Therapy offers this structured, safe space to process all those changes, gain perspective, and really build your capacity for resilience through them, not just in spite of them.
Okay. For someone who might be thinking about therapy, maybe feeling a bit hesitant,
Yeah.
what are some of the different approaches they might encounter? It can seem like a lot of different names and acronyms.
It can feel like a bit of a maze, that's true. But the variety is actually a good thing. It means there's likely an approach that will resonate with you and your needs. So cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is very common. It focuses on helping you recognize and then reframe unhelpful thought patterns that contribute to stress and anxiety.
So changing how you think about things.
Basically, yes. Understanding how your thoughts directly impact your feelings and behaviors. Then there are mindfulness-based approaches.
Like we talked about earlier.
Kind of, but integrated directly into the therapy, using present moment awareness practices within the session to help you stay grounded. Emotionally focused therapy, EFT, often works with individuals or couples,
What's the focus there?
building stronger emotional bonds, creating healthier relationship dynamics, because relationship stress is a big one for many people.
Definitely. And what if someone has past difficult experiences? Trauma.
That's crucial. Trauma-informed care is absolutely essential for anyone with a history of trauma. It means the therapist understands the impact of trauma and ensures the therapeutic space is always, always safe.
Prioritizing that feeling of safety.
Exactly, and supporting healing at your pace, focusing on rebuilding that sense of safety and personal agency. And sometimes, the first step is just needing someone to listen without judgment. Approaches like safe space listening can offer that really gentle starting point.
It's really comforting, actually, to know there's so many different paths to getting support.
It truly is. And the main message is whether you feel completely overwhelmed by stress right now, or maybe you just want to understand your own patterns better and build stronger resilience for the future, support is out there.
Yeah.
Therapy isn't about admitting defeat or being broken. It's really about investing in your capacity for growth, reconnecting with your inherent strengths, and creating the balance and well-being you absolutely deserve.
Thank you for being here with me. Keep moving gently forward. Your well-being deserves your care. If you are curious to learn more, or perhaps feel ready to explore therapy, resources are available to help you find a starting point. New deep dives drop every week, offering thoughtful, grounded insights on mental health, emotional well-being, and holistic care. Until next time, take good care of yourself.